who knows their games will know this period of time we are right now experiencing as the annual summer gaming drought in which, like the asses they are, the gaming industries have no awesome games planned to come out or hold back on them so that they can make an extra buck down the road closer to the holidays. Those tightwads. Driven by an extreme boredom from this, as well as having nothing better to do, I decided to purchase MySims Racing, another game from EA Games that features a familiar group of MySims characters in a racing world. Play it and review it. To be honest, when I first heard of this game, I immediately thought, oh great, another quick buck maker from those cheap bastards known as EA where they make the same thing but with something changed. And I was right. Upon starting the game, I was immediately immersed in your standard MySims world, only this time everyone owns a car. The story is reminiscent of the first and original MySims, where the town has lost its former fame, and it's up to you, some random person who just moved into town, to help restore it. Unlike former MySims games, however, you do not have magical powers at your disposal which allow you to alter the environment around you. Instead, you only have a car, which is not special in any way, and is inferior to most of the other cars in town, which raises the question of what dealer you bought the piece of junk from. The way to proceed in the story mode is to win the races at the main racetracks to raise the town's star level and get more upgrades for your vehicle. The later of the two is a joke to me, however, since even after getting the first few upgrades, which should have given me better speed and control, I noticed absolutely no difference in how the car handles. If anything, every upgrade is obsolete, since the AI of the other drivers seems to improve for each upgrade, making the upgrades almost pointless, since the other drivers are always just as fast as you, if not only more skilled. Almost immediately, the game throws in situations around the third race where if you hit even a single obstacle or fail to perfectly cut a corner, you miss out on first place and must do the whole race all over again. Side jobs in between missions are not much better. Sure, they're easy to do, but you only get 3 varieties. Transport someone from point A to point B, collect all the items in the area, or either of the first two, but on a time limit that gives you only a few seconds to spare when you complete it. In other words, we're looking at the equivalent of a taxi game, but more annoying, especially since I question why I'm giving rides to people who, after I drive them to their destinations, get out and drive away in their own cars. What irritates me is that you're not given a driving tutorial of any sort before you're plopped right into the first race, your only clues being A is go, B is brake, and the control pad steers. The controls are not hard to learn, however, as I adjusted to them rapidly. Too rapidly. Why? Because the control system is almost exactly like those of the Mario Kart games. Granted, with a racing game on a specific console, you can't expect too many control schemes. But the issue here is that these controls aren't just like Mario Kart's, they handle like them as well. You have a button for throwing items to mess up opponents, and if you press down before the throw, you drop or throw it behind you, like in Mario Kart. The game also features sliding by holding the R button in addition to left or right depending on where you're trying to go, much like Mario Kart's, only it lacks the control of a Mario Kart slide in the sense that you can't adjust the slide after entering it, making it impossible to drift as flexibly and causing numerous wipeouts time after time. An addition to this is that you can hold B in midair and do turns and flips in midair, another way to completely wipe out during a race. Some people might complain, saying that I didn't give the game a chance to entertain me properly, but I did. I gave it 2 hours of my time, and that's all the time I needed to completely fall out on the game. The controls are hard to master, but easy to learn once you actually manage to figure them out, or if you played enough Mario Kart that you'll have a panic attack if you come in anywhere below first place. Gameplay, not terrible, but it resembles Mario Kart so much that part of the game's coding could literally have been copied and pasted in. Graphics and sound, nothing different from any other MySims game aside from a few remixed themes. The only thing worth some praise is the customization factors for yourself and your vehicle. They're not bad, since you can style them both in whatever way you want, given that the side jobs give you the parts to do so. But in comparison, it is no different from any other MySims, except you're designing cars instead of some random person's bathroom. In summation, if you enjoy MySims, Mario Kart, and those taxi games, then this is the game for you. And when you have had the chance to play and complete the game, give yourself a pat on the back for having completed Mario Kart all over again, minus Nintendo and plus annoying neighbors.